The following video contains language and opinions that some may find offensive. Viewer discretion is advised. That being said, fuck being nice. Fucking finally, right? Now you may be wondering, why the disclaimer? Well, not only will I be swearing like a sailor, but also the views and opinions expressed here within might offend a lot of people who would otherwise consider themselves to be nice. Now, don't get me wrong. I consider myself to be a very kind and a grateful, sweet, caring, generous, and overall optimistic person. But don't ever think that qualifies me as nice.
Wait, what? That's not so bad. What's so bad about being nice? There's nothing wrong with that. What's so wrong with being nice?
You see, to me, nice is really just above average. It's a 6 out of 10. It's a C+. It's just on the positive side of meh. It's positive, yes, but it's in no way outstanding, and I'm no go big or go home kind of guy. To me, anything worth doing is worth doing right? And nice, though positive and, a step in the right direction, and it's definitely on the right track, but it is nowhere near right. I mean, people who are described, oh, they seem nice. It's a positive compliment, but it's at the same time you're saying, well, I want to say something good about them, but I can't really remember much because they were kind of forgettable. To me, nice is the half-assed version of greatness. It's a point to a win, but is nowhere near success. It's like, sorry Mario, your princess is in another castle. It's good, but it's ultimately just kind of disappointing. Especially nowadays, because nowadays, nice has become mundane. Social niceties have become monotonous standard operating procedure for most places. Like when you go to the store, cashiers are expected to say, have a nice day. But most of them do it in that such fucking deadpan, monotone, God please kill me fucking attitude that they might as well just say, okay, thanks for your money, fuck off, right? If they don't mean it, why fucking say it? People have become so indoctrinated and desensitized to nice that they ask questions like, how's it going? How are you? What's up? And then they continue fucking talking. Guess what, people? Those are actual questions about somebody's fucking life, not just greetings like, hi, hello, yo, ahoy there, or the good old-fashioned hand wave. No, they're actual questions about someone's fucking life. That's the difference between just waiting to talk and having an actual fucking conversation for once. It's gotten so far to the point where sometimes people ask those questions and they do wait for a response, but they've gotten so desensitized to the quote-unquote nice response of good, thanks, how are you, that no matter what it is you actually fucking say, they reply with good. Even if it's like, oh man, I had a shitty fucking day. Good. What? Fuck you. They don't mean it per se. At least I hope they fucking don't. But it's getting to the point where you can't even fucking tell if nice people actually fucking care anymore. Because all they seem to care about is being viewed as nice. Nice people are agreeable despite their opinion, accommodating despite their means. They hold their tongue, they smile and nod, they get out of the way, they will never be an inconvenience, and they will never, ever want to get involved. Why? Well, nice itself is non-committal. It's safe, it's passive, it doesn't offend, and if you live in Minnesota like I do, it's become what's fucking expected. Here we have the Minnesota nice, which is all those things to your face, and then the second you're out of earshot, they fucking tear you up behind your back. It's more like the Minnesota passive-aggressive than anything. Minnesota fucking two-faced assholes.
Wait, gossiping and spreading rumors aren't nice. They're talking bad shit. That's mean as fuck.
But not if you preface it with, oh, I love him or her to death, but... insert mad fucking smack talk here. That way, should the person that they're talking to not share their fucking spiteful opinions about that person, they can go back to the other opinion of, oh, how I love him or her to death. And that mad smack talking they were doing was just the one caveat in an otherwise glorified opinion of this person. Fuck that shit. To me, saying that, it's just as bad as the people who say, oh, with all due respect, as if that fucking somehow negates or dismisses the absolutely fucking disrespectful, hurtful shit that somebody's about to say. Fuck that shit.
Whoa, that's pretty fucked up.
You're right, it is fucked up. But everybody in Minnesota fucking does it. And when you illustrate that behavior to them, they themselves will admit, yeah, that's pretty fucked up. And then they'll proceed to say, oh, how I would never do that. Because, you know, that's the nice thing to fucking say. Despite the fact that most of them fucking do it to you and to fucking everybody else. Why? Because they don't have fucking shit else to do. Fuck that shit. I mean, I admit, I've talked my fair amount of shit. Because I come from Minnesota. Fuck, I used to be that way. But now I'm trying to focus on the positive. And also, if someone pisses me off, or if I have a bad fucking opinion of someone, I'll tell him to their fucking face. And you better believe they come back with calling me a fucking asshole, dick, or douche. But you know what? If they actually have a fucking head on their shoulders, they'll come to realize that before me, they were never told the fucking truth by people, and then maybe they might actually learn to appreciate my fucking honesty.
Wait, are you saying that you're purposely a fucking dick to people?
No. Though a lot of people might say that. I'm just fucking honest, man. I mean, smart people appreciate honesty. It's only the jackasses who are nice. I'm not purposefully a dick. But I have no problem, no qualms at all calling you on your shit. You know why? Because I want you to do the same fucking thing to me. It does piss me off how these people are constantly spreading rumors, lies, gossip, and then once it gets big enough, they look down their fucking nose at you as if you did something fucking wrong. No, you're just fucking honest. These people who look down their noses at you are the ones being the fucking pricks. Fuck that nice shit.
Oh, come on. Minnesotans aren't that mean.
Oh, and the more outlandish and crazy the rumor gets, the more people fucking listen to the fucking stupidity these people are spewing. All the while, it distances the people who are hearing it from the person that this motherfucker is talking mad shit about.
I don't know. That sounds kind of paranoid to me. I mean, are people really that starved for excitement that actually resort to that? It seems a little far-fetched.
You know, you'd think so. But everybody who lives in Minnesota who's listening to this video is probably listening along and thinking about somebody that they know who is a mad fucking gossip and just sitting there nodding.
Whoa, that's fucked up, man.
Dude, that is not the worst of it. Amongst all these nice people, have you ever heard of nice guy syndrome? You know that butthurt guy who's always whining about how he's totally relegated to the friend zone because nice guys finish last. You know what I say to these nice guys? Fuck being a nice guy. Why fuck being a nice guy? You know why you're always the friend zone even though you're always there for them and you will do anything for them? Because you're pandering to them. You're never disagreeing with them. You're never showing any sign of fucking personality of your own. You have to show fucking passion to instill passion. If you don't show your own personality or your own passions, fucking not very likely that they're ever gonna think of you as anything but a friend. Fucking A. It's hard to think about anybody who doesn't express any sort of fucking passion as a person, let alone somebody I'd want to fucking bang. That's why these guys get so fucking butthurt. It's because the people that they're after, they go for guys like me who actually express their fucking opinion despite what other people might fucking think. Could it turn them off and they may be like, oh, who the fuck has that opinion? Well, yeah, that's a definite possibility. But more often than not, these people are like, wow, that person's really passionate. And it gets the thought in their head, I wonder what they're like in a relationship. I wonder if they're just as passionate with the one they're with the things that they're passionate about. And I don't know about you, but that That's a fucking turn on. That's like the start to romance right there, man. Fucking A. You know what? Without that, without passion, without personality, without romance, there'll be no spark. And without those things, it's just a fucking friendship. You know, these people could be absolutely, completely fucking attracted to these nice guys. But without passion, it's never going to move beyond a friendship. And you know what, nice guys? Passion is never nice. So, fuck pandering, fuck complacency, fuck the safe option, fuck avoiding inconvenience, fuck smiling and nodding, fuck calming down, fuck not being passionate, fuck not taking risks, fuck not being me, and above all else, fuck nice. That's just my opinion. I may be wrong. What do you gotta say? Are you with me? You say fuck nice? Then give it a middle fingers up. Well, it's dumb, but fuck that shit. If you don't, if you're like, no, fuck you, dude, you need to calm the fuck down. Well, you can give it a thumbs down, fuck, if I care. But also realize, dude, okay, I don't go around pissing people off, like, on purpose. And on top of that, this whole fucking thing was meant to make you laugh, dude. Or dudette, whoever the fuck you are. I hope you had fun. It was really fun fucking making this, even though it took fucking 4 times filming it. Fuck that shit. That was not nice, but it was fun writing it. It was fun filming it. And, yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time. If I can ever find the fucking stop button. See? Even Mel's like, fuck this nice shit. Right? Like, yeah, fuck nice. You barely see him. Eat my kittens. For those of you who are wanting to see the king of the senior kittens, he hates being on camera. Don't you, boy? He's shy. That's why he's a ninja.